Hey, I'm Renee the Realtor. Welcome to The Desert Life, and this is your weekly installment of the housing market update for the Phoenix area, okay? One thing that I am going to talk about today is, are the home prices going to rise, fall, or stay the same? So we're going to look at some data to kind of give us an idea of what to possibly expect with the home prices here in Phoenix. But I want to start you off with your median monthly sales price. We're going to start off with the greater Phoenix area, all dwellings. And this is as of October 6th. We know that this is really just the first full week of October. So we have, a long way to go as far as looking at the numbers in October. So right now that number is 415K. Now, if you remember from last week, the monthly median sales price for September was 411K. So a slight increase there, but let's compare it to last year. So for September of this year, it was 411,000, and then September of 2020, the monthly median sales price was 329,900. So that is about a 25% increase year over year. Now, if we look at what that number or how that number has changed from January till September, let's take a look at that. So in January of this year, the monthly median sales price was 340K. So when we compare that to September, that is about a 21% increase. Now, when we just look at still greater Phoenix area, the greater Phoenix area, but single family homes only, for October, as of October 6th, the monthly median sales price was 434,950. Again, I want to compare September of this year to September of last year, as well as January to September. So in September of this year, it was 435,000. So just a very slight decrease. But when we compare the September of this year to September of 2020, that number was 350,000. Okay, so September of 2020, the monthly median sales price was 350,000, and then September of this year, 2021, it was 435,000. So that's about a 24% increase year over year. So now let's take a look at January and compare it to September. So in January, the monthly median sales price for single family homes only in the greater Phoenix area was 365,000. Again, September of this year was 435,000. So we see about a 19% increase year over year. Now, usually I look at a West Valley City. We've looked at Goodyear, Surprise, and Glendale. This week, we're going to look at Buckeye, which is a hot spot. So for Buckeye, just all dwellings, the monthly median sales price so far in October is 389,500. All right, so when we look at September of this year, it was 400,000. September of 2020, it was 294,000. So we see a 36% increase year over year. Now looking at January, the monthly median sales price was 322,450. Compare that to September of this year, we're looking at about a 24% increase. So definitely some increase year over year, and even just up for the first 9 months of 2021. All right, so now let's take a look at our active listings. So as of today, which is October 8th. So as of October 8th, the number of active listings, this does not include homes that are under contract. So for all areas, meaning the greater Phoenix area and all types, single family homes, condos, townhomes, anything, all dwellings, okay? So all dwellings, the active listing count as of October 8th, 7,826. Now, when we compare that to last month, it was 7,002. So we do see an increase of active listings, which is great for buyers. When we compare that to last year, it was 8,323, the number of active listings. And it has gone down from this time last year to right now, October 8th. So we do see a decrease there. Let's look deeper into our active counts. So our active listings, this does not include homes that are under contract or dwellings under contract. Year over year, our active listings are down 5.6%. However, when we look at from last month to this month, October, we're seeing an increase of 11.3%. So that's great for buyers. That means we're seeing an increase of supply, gives you more options if you're looking to buy. Our monthly sales are down year over year, 2.7%. Then from last month to this month, the monthly sales are up 3.6%. So that's good for buyers as well. However, when we look at our pending listings and our under contract listings, that is what we really need to consider. So our pending listings are down year over year, 4.9%. And then from last month to this month, they're down 3.9%. And then our under contract listings, okay, year over year, down 12.3%, and then down 3.8%. So what we're seeing is that an increase of supply, but the number of homes that are actually going under contract is decreasing. So we're seeing the demand kind of plateauing, and I've been talking about that the past few weeks, how the market is cooling off. And so this is possibly the best that we've seen of 2021. We've probably seen the best of 2021 since our demand is starting to plateau. However, we're not projecting that the prices are going to fall, home prices are going to go down, because the numbers are not strong enough, meaning the percentages of increase and decrease are not strong enough to indicate that there is going to be this dramatic decrease of home prices, okay? And then a few weeks ago, we also talked about demand. How the demand was shifting from your traditional buyers to the iBuyers like your Zillow and Open Door, those type of organizations. So we saw that shift, and we're increasingly seeing the demand from the iBuyer community. And in my opinion, like I said a few weeks ago, demand is demand. Regardless of who demanding it, it's still going to impact the prices. But what's happening is that the iBuyers are buying more that they're selling. So what we're expecting is that we'll see an increase of supply over the next few weeks because the iBuyers are holding on to these properties. They may put them on the market over the next couple of weeks. So, all right, so let's talk about our Cromford Market Index. Okay, Cromford Market Index just gives us a general idea of the balance in the market. So for the greater Phoenix area and for all dwellings, the Cromford Market Index as of October 4th was 348.5. So as you know, if you saw the videos over the last few weeks, that if this number is over 100 or greater than 100, then it is a seller's market. If it's less than 100, it's a buyer's market. So it's still greater than 100, so it's still a seller's market. So let's take a look at our demand and supply index. So our demand index, and this is just for the Phoenix area, it was 101 as of October 7th. And so when it's around 100, we see that demand is as normal as possible. And I just talked about how we see that demand is plateauing. Supply index is 30.3. When the supply index is less than 100, we have less supply than normal. So we're still low supply, although we just talked about how we're seeing an increase of active listings on the market. It's still not enough to meet the demand, okay? Now, as always, if there is a city or an area that you are interested in and you want those numbers, please drop a comment below and I'll be happy to provide that information to you. I'm Renee the Realtor. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.